If you're angry about celebrities and the rich and famous buying their children's passage into fancy private and Ivy League schools, here's your chance to get even. This is how you and your kid can get into Yale's most popular class for free. Text Mike at 98973.
98973 for Mike's story. Todd, choose your news. What's your pitch for today?
I got two of them.
Oh, my gosh. Here, can I pick? Can I pick a hand and then you just do that one?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
quick.
pick a hand. No, but you have to look at the headlines.
Okay, let me look at the headlines. Hang on.
Yep.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Okay.
that
So
one.
yesterday was international talk about a wage gap.
Or
that's,
equal pay day, but whatever.
Yeah. Or,
Same thing.
varying degrees of equal pay. Yesterday we talked about that. So how bad was it for women, and how much better has it gotten? Is it a precipitous inclination towards the better for women in the United States when in regard to pay? And how are men doing in comparison to women over the past 20 years? Just a different take on this. You want to hear that? Text Todd's story to 98973. Candy Harper.
For Choose Your News today, how far are you willing to go to find love? As in, physically. If you live in Linwood, you see that she's from Renton, do you go, no way? If you live in Tacoma, you see she's from Bellingham, you're like, it's not happening. A new study has figured out the Pacific Northwest's love range. And a couple of these details just might surprise you. That is my story for Choose Your News today. You can text Candy to 98973 or anything creative about the stories. I love to read those. So go ahead and text in your vote now for Choose Your News.
So, Candy, back in the day, there was this television show called Seinfeld. And
Seinfeld.
Yeah, so it was...
I'm familiar.
Often I'll say pop culture things.
Back in the day.
No, but she sometimes
Dude,
makes fun of me.
It depends on
She
how
makes
old
fun
you're
of me.
getting.
All right, so this
Like,
was
you talk
TV
about
show.
one of your weird old buddy cop shows. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. It was a buddy cop movie, right?
Mannix.
Keep going.
Oh, that's Buddy Cop.
See, I don't know what that is.
Okay, but there's Seinfeld, and they did this thing where I think Elaine got moved out of the core 212, and she got moved into a different
the area code.
Yeah, and it was very, very traumatic. I don't want to be. I don't remember what she was. It was like not a 213. That's Connecticut. But she got moved into something else.
No, people were selling their
Yeah.
area codes in the Bay Area as well because they wanted to be in the 415 and not in another one because there was a prestige associated with it.
This whole thing is very interesting, but it really is looking at how far you will actually go for love.
And I like Renton, but I've had people say to me, I'll say to them, "Where do you live?" They go, "Well, it's kind of Renton."
Yeah,
But they
no,
say, oh, yeah.
no. It's not kind of Renton. You're in the Highlands. Say Highlands, because that is Deep Maple Valley.
Yeah.
Does it also delineate how far you'll go for lust?
No.
With that.
Not with this.
That's a zinger. I like that one. Tracy Taylor is going to step up and check traffic for us. Tracy, would you do that now, please, for the people?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, eastbound I-90 as you approach 405. We got a wreck on the side that's a little bit of a distraction for drivers. Pretty heavy on southbound 405 anyway, from 520 working its way into parts of Newcastle. There is a little bit of slowing for those of you northbound 405 outside of 520, continuing out to 132nd again. I know this is the second time I've mentioned this, but there must be something going on there because that's a significant break in the backup. We are looking at some heavier traffic on southbound 167 as we get into Kent, southbound I-5 heading up South Center Hill, and of course that southbound 5 drive through the city. More on that coming up here at 4:03. KIRO Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Tracy Taylor.
Sound of the money you'll save with stress-free pricing and stress-free financing. Treat yourself to a stress-free car buying experience with Subaru Puyallup, your stress-free dealership.
If your roof has a leak, don't put off repairs. The damages can only get worse. A roof replacement or roof repair is a sound investment in your home. It's Dave Wyman here. Call the professionals at Acton's Quality Roofing for a free written estimate. Acton's won't replace your roof if it only needs a repair. Acton's also offers financing options. Give them a call today at 1-800-ROOFTOP or actonsroofing.com. That's ACHTENS roofing.com or call 1-800-ROOFTOP.
Washington State Podiatric Medical Association supports Seattle sports teams and their fans. For over 100 years, the foot and ankle doctors have been serving the Pacific Northwest, providing excellent foot and ankle care in communities throughout Washington. These highly qualified physicians share the same passion, helping their patients get back to an active and pain-free lifestyle. Find a foot and ankle doctor in your neighborhood at wspma.org. Again, wspma.org.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Errett, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. One of the things I value most in life is time. Time to spend with my daughter, time to spend with family, and the time I put into my company that's reinventing the way women color their hair. The busiest, most successful women I know use Madison Reed, the amazing hair color hack. In under an hour and for less than $25, Madison Reed delivers gorgeous, shiny, multi-dimensional, healthy-looking hair with an ammonia-free formula. You'll look like you just came from a salon, but the reality is you have more me time to do what you love. Things get busy. Let us take care of you and your hair. Find your perfect shade at madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code Seattle123. That's code Seattle123. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
KIRO Radio, 97.3 FM, KIRO FM, Tacoma, Seattle.
Opioid use disorder is a serious disease and growing problem in Washington state. The Washington Recovery Helpline is a free, confidential, 24-hour resource to help you find treatment options in your area. If you or a loved one is struggling with opioid addiction, call 1-866-789-1511 or visit wildrecoveryhelpline.org to find the right treatment option for you. A message from the Washington State Healthcare Authority.
Muckleshoot Bingo is home to 24-hour fun and daily specials that will have you coming back again and again. Fridays are red hot at Muckleshoot Bingo. That's right, on Fridays, players receive 10 free hot balls each session. Bingo on a hot ball and win an additional cash bonus. And for more fun, try your hand at 500 Vegas-style machines slot players will love. It's only at Muckleshoot Bingo in Auburn, the destination for machine go.
Want to be 30 pounds lighter by the kickoff of summer? Take the 30-pound challenge at 3010 Weight Loss for Life. Lose weight and learn how your body can burn fat naturally. Lose that weight and keep it off for life. The 30-pound challenge. Call 855-843-3010. Start right now and you could be 30 pounds lighter by the kickoff of summer. 3010's 30-pound challenge. Call 855-843-3010. 855-843-3010. You're worth it.
Bonneville International radio station contests are open to participants at least 18 years of age or older that are residents of Washington State. Unless otherwise specified, employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest are not eligible to win. Unless the station otherwise specifies in its own discretion, persons who have won in the last 60 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. Full general contest rules are available on mynorthwest.com or in person at the station during regular business hours.
It's time to nominate your hometown hero. This is Colleen O'Brien. Hometown Heroes is an effort by KIRO Radio and WSCCU, the credit union for Washington, since 1957. We're trying to find someone who inspires, that brings the best out of others. And WSCCU walks the walk of Hometown Heroes. Its employees get paid time off to volunteer in their communities. So nominate a hometown hero today. It's easy. Go to the Hometown Heroes page of mynorthwest.com.
Kronos is helping businesses attract, retain, and engage employees through cloud-based human capital management. Kronos.com. Kronos, workforce innovation that works.
Good afternoon, Insurance and Customer Service. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling about my medicine costs. They seem to keep going up.
Mm-hmm. How can I help?
Well, aren't you supposed to help by negotiating and holding down costs?
Oh, well, we do negotiate discounts, yes.
Okay, then why am I paying full price? Hello?
Hello? Medicine costs are growing at the slowest rate in years. But unfortunately, it doesn't always feel that way. 40% of a medicine's list price is given as a rebate or discount to the government and middlemen like insurers and pharmacy benefit managers. These rebates and discounts exceed $150 billion. But insurers don't always share these discounts with you. Patients share the cost. They should share the savings. Join the conversation at letstalkaboutcost.org. Paid for by the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America.
KIRO Radio, 97.3 FM. Online at mynorthwest.com and streaming on the KIRO Radio app. KIRO FM, Tacoma, Seattle. News and talk. Powered by the Pacific Northwest.
Mea culpa from Joe Biden.
I hear what they're saying. I understand it.
Parents in court accused of cheating college admissions.
Paid off college officials all over the place.
House Democrats look to subpoenas to get potential dirt on the president.
This committee requires the full report.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition, sponsored by the Capital One Venture Card.
Damage control for Joe Biden ahead of an expected run for the presidency and mounting allegations he has touched women inappropriately. Steve Futterman reports.
There are no apologies, no specific responses to the recent allegations, but former Vice President Joe Biden does acknowledge that social norms have changed when it comes to personal space. In the video, Biden says yes, he has touched people.
I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and women by the shoulders.
But Biden says that's been to create what he calls a human connection. He does say he understands actions like this have made some people uncomfortable. Biden adds, I will be more mindful and more respectful. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Some of the parents caught up in the college admissions cheating scandal had a date in court today in Boston. Kenneth Craig reports.
A total of 15 defendants appeared before the judge here Wednesday, all of them parents, all of them accused of paying a college admissions consultant to get their kids into elite universities. Some defendants worked with a prison consultant when weighing their legal options.
What's most surprising to me about the first conversation is how many of them didn't view their actions as criminal.
The mastermind at the center of the scheme, Rick Singer, has already pleaded guilty and is cooperating with investigators. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Boston.
President Trump spoke up today about the arrest of a woman carrying Chinese passports, multiple cell phones, and a thumb drive containing malware at his Mar-a-Lago resort.
The end result is it was good. I think probably we'll see what happened, where she's from, who she is, but the result is they were able to get her.
The first official report on last month's Ethiopian Airlines MAX 8 jetliner crash to be released tomorrow. Some of the findings were reported today dealing with the suspect anti-stall system. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
The pilots follow the procedure in that they turn off the mechanical controls for the trim, which controls if the nose goes up or down. They turn that off. What we don't know, and we don't have good understanding of, is why they were not able to regain control of the aircraft at that point.
Van Cleve says the data suggests they turned the potentially faulty system back on, possibly in an attempt to regain control of the jet. On Wall Street, the Dow gained 39 to 26,218. The Nasdaq up 46. The S&P added 6. Now this.
Brought to you by the Capital One Venture Card. When you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, your next trip is closer than you think. What's in your wallet?
An arrest in the case of a man who posed as a rideshare driver and raped his passengers. Details are coming up, but first, KIRO Radio Real-Time Traffic with Tracy Taylor.
So I'm hearing about this wreck on Southbound 167 as we get closer to Ellingson. It's in the HOV lane. I'm not seeing it on the cameras, but I am definitely seeing the lineup right behind it. So drivers, if you're headed southbound, add an extra 12 minutes onto your drive if you're getting out of Kent and heading out towards Algona and Pacific. Now, we are lined up on South 95 from just after 85th now, all the way through the convention center. Really don't break free until you get past the West Seattle Bridge. And we are still struggling, trying to get around the Michigan curve. Earlier problems out near Alborough really set the tone for the drive. So again, our alternate routes like Airport Way South are filling in, and so is southbound 99 outside of South Lake Union and heading out towards the stadiums. Drivers are running into some heavier traffic on westbound 520 off of Montlake and 90 at the Mercer and the Lid. We had some earlier problems eastbound 90 at 405. Those have long since cleared. Your real-time travel times right now from Seattle to Everett still sitting at a little over an hour. Our Bellevue to Everett drive is close to an hour, but here in there in Tacoma, your drive times are quickly building, especially outside of Lakewood and heading down past Joint Base Lewis McChord. I'll tell you more about that coming up after, in 10 minutes. Traffic brought to you by Phillips Law Firm. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car accident, call Phillips Law Firm today for a free case evaluation. Call 800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. KIRO Radio Real-Time Traffic, I'm Tracy Taylor.
Breaking news.
A man accused of posing as a rideshare driver and then raping his passenger turned himself in today. This comes less than 24 hours after the King County Sheriff's Office released surveillance footage of the suspect. Sergeant Ryan Abbott.
We have actually quite a bit of evidence, and then on top of it, a sexual assault kit was done on the victim. So we have DNA. We're just a matter of waiting for that to come back from the lab because, as you know, they're pretty backlogged.
The Tukwila man was booked on suspicion of rape. Bellevue police say they're investigating the shooting death of an 18-year-old man as a homicide. His body was found at Goldsmith Park. Police tell KIRO 7 TV.
Our officers go to about 20 to 30 calls in this vicinity in about a 1-year time period, so it's a very quiet area.
Investigators do not think the attack was random. So long, Seattle.
Amazon is planning to move thousands of employees from their Seattle headquarters across Lake Washington to Bellevue.
GeekWire's Monica Nicholsberg reports Amazon will still have plenty of workers in Seattle, but it is relocating its worldwide operations team.
It's very significant. This is the group that is responsible for getting packages to your door.
The team oversees Amazon's fulfillment centers. The company's rapid growth has fueled friction with some Seattle city leaders over challenges like housing and transportation. KIRO Radio's Chris Sullivan reports that might be less of an issue in Bellevue.
I don't think it's coincidental that this move would be done by 2023, because what's going to happen in 2023? That's when light rail to Bellevue should open up, which means all those Amazon employees who currently live and work in Seattle who are going to be moved to Bellevue can stay in their downtown Seattle homes and just catch a light rail train to the new Amazon campus in Bellevue.
Amazon already has about 700 workers in Bellevue. New reports say the pilots flying the Boeing plane that crashed in Ethiopia did follow protocol. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports.
The pilots follow the procedure in that they turn off the mechanical controls for the trim, which controls if the nose goes up or down. They turn that off. What we don't know is why they were not able to regain control of the aircraft at that point.
It was the second deadly crash involving the Renton-made Boeing 737 MAX, which has been grounded worldwide until the FAA approves a software fix. A look at your forecast now.
Winds picking up into the afternoon with gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. Drier weather for Thursday. From the KIRO 7 Pinpoint Weather Center, meteorologist Claire Anderson.
It's 56 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
From Everett to Eastlake, this is KIRO Radio, 97.3 FM.
News and talk, powered by the Pacific Northwest.
This is the Candy, Mike, and Todd Show on KIRO Radio, 97.3 FM.
So we don't normally do this, but kind of fascinating, almost quality discussion broke out on Facebook the other day about how men should approach touching women they know.
First of all, you're on the wrong pages. There's always quality discussions on Facebook. You are in a whole different world.
Yeah, it's certainly known for the quality discussion, the gravitas, the nuance. Certainly, that's the platform for that. So we're going to get into that because Joe Biden has made a statement around his touching of women. It's now 4 women who say they were made uncomfortable when the former vice president touched them and sniffed their hair, etc. But this discussion is sort of fascinating that popped up on social media. But look, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing, Candy?
I have no idea.
Why am I talking about? Why am I even talking?
Time, I have no idea.
Because you know what this segment is? It has nothing to do with me or you or Mike. This is for the people.
Did everyone agree with you? Let's find out. Choose your news on the Candy, Mike, and Todd Show.
Everybody probably agreed with you because you make the best choices. We give you a taste of a couple different stories. You've been texting your votes very creatively, I might add. Candy, Mike, or Todd at 98973. That's the Online Trading Academy text line. From the 206, Candy, true love has no range. But Mike has it today. Fine. There's somebody who
apparently it has
love.
A psychic range because she just dropped you, went straight over to
I know.
Mike.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No true love there.
Not the first time that's happened.
From the 425, Candy, I used to travel from Tacoma all the way to Oak Harbor just to see my girlfriend in a car where the starter didn't work. I had to park on a hill just to start my car. So I'm going with your story today. From the 253, you ever notice that Candy always has a sexy story? Just saying. Todd, I want to know your story.
Thank you very much.
Choose your news. Current scoreboard says Todd is at 18, Mike at 13, I'm at 15, and the winner today...
I'm the winner and you're the loser, so I can learn how to lose. Loser.
I was trying to find some hot music because I won today. It's not like a sexy story. This person was accusing me of always having the, hey, type stories, and that's not what this is. This is a little different.
Oh, it's about dying from crack cocaine?
If you ruin this song for me, Herman.
Oh, now it's last names.
When it's this much of a serious issue, yes.
Or you're just doing that because Facebook Live's on and you can...
It's the greatest love song of all time.
Tell me to talk to the hand.
No, this is me, like, Dina, I will always love you. This wasn't this. Anyway, how forward are you willing to go to find love? That was the question. Physically. Because with all of the online dating websites and the apps, the world is your oyster when you're looking for someone, right? So if you, let's say, live in Bellingham and he is in Blaine, sure, worth it? Maybe, maybe not. If somebody is in Magnolia, and someone else is in Bellevue, you going to make the trek across the bridge? Maybe. The University of Michigan, these researchers found that the most powerful driver of online romance, it's not height, it's not wealth, it's not willingness to have kids, it's area code. What they found is that daters stay within their own subregions that they have created. For example, women from New York will find someone they like online, research the address. If they're more than 2 subway stops away, nope. Which seems ridiculous to me because you can get the whole way across Manhattan and all over the place without a problem.
Wasn't it the entire underpinning of Beverly Hills 90210?
Yeah, exactly. It's only one area code.
Exactly.
It's all you got. New England men, for example, they will go to Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Rhode Island doesn't have very many people, but whatever.
That's because they have to.
They'll go wherever because they have to. Pacific Northwest. So this is what I thought was interesting. Washington singles will go into Oregon. They will go into upper Idaho, upper Montana, but not down lower into Salt Lake. They will not do that. But oddly enough, they found through this dating research is that Seattle is one of the few cities, Seattle proper, where people stay within their own age groups when it comes to dating. 20s will date other 20-year-olds. 30s will date other 30-year-olds. 40 other 40-year-olds. And they say mostly it's because of our economy. You have 20-year-olds who are kind of doing the same types of job, same type of time restrictions. So then those people gravitate towards each other. But one of my favorite things that this dating map kind of learned about our habits and how far we're going to go for love. Californians will date other Californians. They do not go into Oregon. And then, Northern California doesn't matter. We do not go into Oregon. Florida, they will only date within their state borders, which might explain a lot of all of the Florida news we have.
See, you had to go there.
Pennsylvania, totally split down the middle of the state. Now, Pennsylvania overall is a pretty big and narrow state. Half the daters prefer East Coast people. Half the daters prefer the Midwest people. Nicer versus more driven people, according to them.
Thank you, Candy. Congratulations on your impressive win at Choose Your News. Tracy Taylor may add some commentary around love and traffic and drives, or she may not, in this traffic report brought to you by Emerald Queen Casino.
I'll just throw it out there. My husband lived in Maple Valley. I drove from Des Moines all the way out to see him. And look where we are now, married.
How long would that drive be today?
Today, it would probably about an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah.
He must be a good kisser.
Real. It was true love.
He's a good kisser,
He must be a good kisser.
Well,
hour, 15 minutes?
We are married.
Yeah.
That would only be for love, I'm sure.
Of course it is.
Yep.
Okay, a new wreck has been reported by a Seattle